Hi guys, and this is Alex. Welcome to another video. And I was going to talk about this particular game in my the Fall of AAA Games video. However, I thought it was such an overlook because this game is one of the biggest reasons I made that video. Now, breach of judgment, I didn't put any of this in the video, but I saw one of my friends playing this game again, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna revisit, I'm gonna look at the updates and stuff like that. So they added a new location, like a mid area between the bungalow, which is like a house, and like just the starter area. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna play the game with the new pawn shop and stuff like that. The game is Schedule 1. Now, Schedule 1 is the best example of a non-AAA game that has given me so much joy and so much content, so much fun. Such a good game. I personally think a game of the year. I mean, first week it came out, I dumped 80 hours into it. Not week, maybe not week, but like, as soon as it came out, it was the only game I was playing. Only game I was playing. Dumped a ton of time into it. First 2-3 weeks, played it a ton, right? So I come back to my other game, and I realized, okay, the reason I stopped playing this game was because there just wasn't enough content, because, you know, it's not a game made by big gaming studio. It's made by a single person. A single person. This is just the testament of how a smaller game is so good. One person had an idea, they made it super good, way better than what was that game that you were talking about? The pirate ship game, right? Way better than that. How much money they spent on that? Like millions of dollars. This one made by a single guy, right? How much revenue did they pull in? How much revenue did this guy pull in, right? And it's the end of AAA games. This indie game is so much better. And even though I stopped playing it because of the amount of content just wasn't there was enough content for 80 hours. Alright? This game was worth every single penny of it. Alright? I think, personally, as I said before, Game of the Year material. Now, I don't know what it is about Schedule 1. Maybe it's just being edgy, you know, stuff like that. But it is so easy to get into it, get immersed. And it just shows that with all the big time streamers that played it. People that don't really play games like a whole lot, or like not as much, played it, right? And a lot of different people played it. Tons of different people played it. You have people like Queso playing it, and then you have people like The Boys playing it, or people like Joe Bartolozzi playing it, right? All of these people, forgive me if I say his name wrong, all of these people are playing this game. The Sleep Deprived podcast with Jay Schlatt. Jay Schlatt's the only reason I watched that, by the way. They played it. So many different people played it. So many people across different platforms, Twitch, YouTube. A bunch of it was on TikTok. A bunch of it was on Instagram. So many people, it reached out to so many people, and so many people just grabbed it and hung on and ran with it because it was such a good game, so immersive. The graphics are like an indie game graphics, but yet it's so immersive, right? You don't need those insane graphics to be immersed in a game. And so I loaded up the old world, I kind of looked around, I was like, okay, yeah, there's really nothing for me to do there. They haven't added any mixers or anything yet. So I kind of just looked around and stuff like that. I'm not going to buy a car. You know, I have 300K in the bank, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to boot one up. And it just shows how addictive the gameplay loop is. It's such a addictive, like, good gameplay loop. Because after you're done with the basic gameplay loop, you move on to a different drug, right? And then you hire people, and then after you hire people, you hire people for the other drug beneath the drug you're making, and then you move on to another drug. And so you just start building up your empire, and then you start investing into certain things like a truck, a new warehouse, different stuff like that, and you start just getting it efficiency until you basically are done with the content. Now, they're going to be adding a new drug, right? There's finally going to be something to do in those final end game areas, right? There's going to be more content, more mixables, which I'm so excited for. They've already added a new location. I don't know why I'm saying they, whoever the creator is. I don't know if he's he or she, so I'll just keep on saying they. Yeah, they've done such an amazing job with the game. And it just shows, right? I mean, I've dumped so much time into this game. It's worth every penny. It is a game for really any type of person. Any type of person can come on and play this game, right? Any type of person can do any of that, right? And because it's an indie game, it's so easy to run. Right? You can play this on your laptop, just like other games like this, right? Content warning, even though it's not a game like this is more like a tycoon type deal. It's runs so easily on your computer. So this video is basically Fallout AAA games. This is a huge example of that, and just how I love this game. I think it should be Game of the Year just for the amount of content it gives, for the price, for just what has gone into the game, for it's continuing to be supported. Just the principle of this game is more than a game. This game feels like more than a game. I feel like this should really show AAA gaming studios that they're in trouble. When you start being outperformed by a single person, right? Manor Lords, right? I know you guys don't really like that much. Manor Lords. Beautiful game. Made by one person. I waited 4 years for this game. 4 years for that game. Such an amazing game. Such an amazing game. And then, these one-man army developers just keep on giving us gems. And Schedule 1 is another perfect example of that. Now, I've put a little bit more effort into the video, so it's a lot more cut up. I actually took the time to, cut out the bad stuff, because in our other videos, I, really just, threw some gameplay in there, because the majority of this channel is just me talking. But I care about this game, because the attention to detail, right? There's graffiti, there's a casino, you can gamble, you can bet, you can do all these different things, you can own a gun, you can do these things against the law, and I am so excited for the updates to come. The updates already have been great. The pawn shop was actually, very necessary, I think. Very necessary. We'll see how that storage container, how necessary that was, but pawn shop was insanely necessary just because of the fact that in my world, I still have boxes, like my older world, or my older save, I should say, I still have boxes from my first stuff that I upgraded, and they're just sitting around, and I couldn't sell them before. Now I can sell them. Now I can make money. So, and you saw it in this, or maybe you didn't, I might have cut it out, but you saw it where for the mission, I had to buy a thing of tweezers. I had to buy another thing of tweezers. So what did I do? Bought the pair of tweezers, sold them. Right? Maybe I didn't get that much money, but I got the quest done. And then again, I also accidentally bought another planter. I may have showed it, I may have not. I may have not sold it, but now I can sell that. If I don't need it, I can sell it, right? I probably will need it. If I don't need it, I can sell it. And now, when you misclick or do something wrong with the purchase, now you have something to back up onto. You have something to go to when you don't have anything. I think the new location is a really good idea because now, just there's another place that you can have a business, going, an agricultural thing going, and oh shit, my screen just turned off, and then so there's just another place and another level up of engagement. I remember I had to save up $10,000 just batch after batch after batch. Now I don't have to do that. Now I can go to a bigger place. Now I can start hiring more people in different places. Huge content boost, right? Because the content isn't just doing the gameplay loop. The content is also doing some of it yourself. That's one of the problems I ran into where I kind of burned out on this game, is I just hired everyone. As soon as I got the money, I hired a bunch of people, and I got an insane amount of money. Part of this game is complete efficiency and not nerfing yourself whatsoever and going full off the bar and going crazy. But now that I've played the game through and I've already gotten to the end of the game, right? Or very close to it. And because I just, lost the content, right? 80 hours, 84 hours in, almost 100 hours in. Now I can go and I can relax, right? And I can be like, okay, so I got this new place. I can hire people here, and I can stay at my apartment and keep on doing this stuff. And the other thing is when they add new mixers is so fun because you can just play around for hours doing different combinations, stuff like that. I still haven't found all the combinations, or I still haven't done all the stuff in the game. There still is more content, but it's just not mainline content, right? I mean, if I really want to, I could hunt down every achievement right now, but I don't want to, because that's just not the person I am, unless it's like a game like Elden Ring or Starfield. Starfield was a game that it was super mid, but I actually liked it. Sue me. Is it the best game out there? Hell no. Star Citizen is 100 times better. Was it fun? Yes, it was. Right? So, anyway. Let me continue. Let me wrap this up. That's an oxymoron. However, Schedule 1 is a great example of an indie game, a single person changing the way that people look at games like this. It started with Manor-Lords in that community. It started with, Lethal Company. It's continuing with the Repo thing. It's continuing with different other horror multiplayer games that kind of copied Lethal Company, copied content, right? It continues with that. It continues with Schedule 1. It's amazing. Schedule 1's opened everyone up to the indie game industry. People that still love COD are still gonna play COD, even though I think COD is worthless at this point. People that love Battlefield / myself are gonna keep playing Battlefield. However, as I say this, there is always a gold standard in the industry, and that is From Software. Forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. Now, I'm getting off topic. This game is also, it's not just a principle that I've explained this entire time. It is one of the best games that I've played, the most fun, the most in-depth, the most I can get into a game since Elden Ring and Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, respectively. Is that to say that, there aren't going to be other games such as Night Rain that I will be making soon that may be better? I don't know. I haven't played that much Night Rain yet. Just got into it. Only have 3 hours in the game. We'll see. This, I think, easy game of the year. Easy game of the year. Easiest game of the year I could ever say. When Baldur's Gate, even though I never played it, I can see why a lot of people liked it. Baldur's Gate versus Black Myth Wukong. I love Black Myth Wukong. Right? I think this is one, for me personally, this is one of the best games that's come out in a long time. All right. Besides, you know, like, top, it's like in the top 3 for the last few years, right? So, number 1, great principle, really showing AAA game studios, you know, this is not the thing. Number 2, great gaming experience, great game, such good loop, very fun, lots of content. Number 3, this game, it really shows that when you have one person doing this as like a project, they're going to continue to update it. This will continue to be updated. It's still going to be amazing. They're going to add more features, and they're not going to redo the game. They're not going to mess stuff up, right? They're not going to, you know, do crazy stuff in it. They don't need to fix it. They just need to keep on developing it. And I hope for the future that they keep on adding more locations. They add more drugs. They add more content. They add more mixers. They add more shops. They add, you know, maybe you can get a chain, right? You can get a chain or something. Or maybe you can dabble in different types of illegal activities, gang wars, right? That stuff would be so amazing. I'm so looking forward to what this game has to offer, and I really can't wait until the next update comes out. And yeah, good job to whoever, they, them, he, her, made this game. I really don't care. This is just a really cool game, and I think part of the thing is it's very edgy, and I think that's very different. Like, it, you know, it's challenging, kind of, everything that I feel like it's challenging a lot of the stuff that gaming is about, right? Or mainstream gaming is about, not that like weird shit, you know, on Steam. Main gaming is about, and that's my thoughts. Please, guys, watch the video, like, subscribe. It's a project that's going on this summer. I'm hoping to do more and more with it. We'll see how it goes, of course. Like, subscribe, comment, do everything you can to help my channel out, help my videos out. And yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me tons of feedback. I really like making these videos where I can just kind of talk and just say stuff. Even though not many people are listening now, I think it'd be cool if people could listen more in the future. I think that'd be amazing. Thanks, guys, for watching. Then again, watch, like, subscribe, comment, and have a good evening for me, day for you.